All right, everybody, hold on to your hats. We're going to go live very shortly, and we're going to be getting the live stream officially. There is nobody better behind the curtain than my man Alex. I'm so grateful, and I'm grateful to all our players who have joined me today. Welcome, welcome to the live stream. My name is Henry Ski, Player Success Lead. I'm in charge of the customer support team, essentially, for Kano's Games. And I'm thrilled to be here. We've got a lot of people joining us on July 21st, 2021. Crazy day, crazy summer. It is pretty warm. If you hear my fan, let me know. If you can hear me okay, let me know if you're having issues. Please let us know in the chat. My man Moen is going to be replying to any issues you may have. Alex is the man behind the curtain helping me out, and I am here. And today I'm going to be talking to you about a lot of fun things we got going on in the games. And I say games because all four have a lot going on. And then after that, we're going to be doing some trivia. So you're going to be able to win some FP on some prizes there. In addition to sort of an informal Q&A session at the end. So if there's ever a question you have about the game or what have you, you can ask me there and I will try and answer. I'm not going to answer everything. If you say, what is your deepest, darkest fear? I might say it's disappointing our players. But, you know, beyond that, I will try my best. Justice says you're loud and clear. Don't hear the fan. Justice, thank you so much. And that's a cool name, Justice Smith Davis. What a name. That's great. Hi, Susan. I see a lot of people from around the world, by the way, which is fantastic. I think we have 3 or 4 players from Sweden, some from New York, some from the UK. Someone claims they're from Antarctica, which is amazing. Thank you all for joining. It's a really cool reminder of how global our audience is and how appreciative we are of your support. So thank you very much. Gareth says, can't believe people are still playing this. I can. Game's been rolling for 11, 12 years, adding more than ever. I can't believe more people aren't playing it, to be honest. Alex, let's roll. Let's roll on to on the first page. But before that, we'll get to trivia. With the trivia, we're going to do 5 questions. You can win 50 FP for a right answer. One person, you can only win once, and it's the first comment we see. So Moen is basically going to choose the winners. You may see other orders than us. You may see that you won. That's not how it works. We're going to pick who we see first, and that might be different than your feed. So don't call us. We'll call you. We'll message you on Facebook and let you know if you won. So there we go. We've got trivia coming, and let's roll on to the first main item, the first highlight of the trivia. Jim says, Bobby, tell him who won. Exactly. Yeah, Bobby / Moen is going to pick the winners. But in the meantime, we've got other stuff to talk about. We've got some really exciting stuff coming up. So we've got the raid games. The raid games have been running all summer. No, I shouldn't say all summer. I guess since the beginning of July. They say June, what is it? Summer solstice is when summer starts. But I'm pretty sure for gingers like myself, fair weathered folk, I feel like summer begins in April. But anyway, so we had a really good turnout for Viking Clan, Empire Clan in the summer raid games. So we are, of course, bringing it to Zombie Slayer and LCN. Zombie Slayer is coming up this week, and Mob Wars will be coming up next week. Here's how it works. You are going to join one of 5 teams, each designated by a color. You're going to do some raid actions. Every action you do, so that's either an attack or a heal, is going to contribute to your team's points. It doesn't matter who summoned the raid boss. It doesn't matter if a yellow team member summoned the raid boss. Your actions on that will not contribute to the yellow team. Well, it might if you're on the yellow team. Your actions are only going to count towards your team. So keep that in mind. I know sometimes we get players concerned about that, but there you go. So attacks and heals will contribute to your team's score. You can pre-register too. So before the raids even begin, you can hop on and join a team. The way the system works is that it'll auto balance it right now. So for example, if I go to Zombie Slayer, you can pre-register for the raid games right now. Right now, yellow team is full, which means you can join the blue, purple, red, or green team. And if you want to coordinate with your friends, that's great. Just keep in mind that the system may not allow you to do that. If you and like 10 people all want to join the purple team, for example, it may, the system tries to balance them all out as best as possible. So you may not be able to join a purple team right away. So there is that. Keep that in mind. However, as the game balances out, those spots may become open. So the best thing to do is just be patient, keep looking, and you are allowed one switch as well. So if you start the games and you're like, this team isn't not feeling the blue team or the green team or whatever, then you'll have a chance to swap. So that's great. you'll see checkpoints, and each checkpoint you earn will net you a special item starting at commons, then superiors, and then premiums. The winning team is the one who gets to the end checkpoint, or if the feature ends, the team out in front. But to be honest, every raid games now we've seen a team just blast through the final checkpoint. So I don't think that'll be an issue. But the winning team gets an exclusive achievement, bragging rights, and the first, second, and third place teams will get vanity items as well. I don't know why that was hard to say. Vanity items as well. Is that a good band name? Probably not. I'm not very musically inclined. Uh, the cool thing is right now, by the way, is with Discord, you have a chance to win one of 5 25 FP rewards and stay up to date on the leaderboards by going to the Discord. Alex, if you want to throw that link in the chat for players to see, that would be great. We also have an FAQ up, so if you want more information on the raid games, make sure to check that out. But it's one of our biggest events. It's always extremely popular. Players love coordinating with their teams and taking down raid bosses, and you're going to get extra stuff for already you're going to get extra stuff for raid actions you already are going to do. So keep that in mind. It's really exciting. So raid games for Zombie Slayer is this week, and then next week is Mob Wars LCN. So Zombie Slayers and Mob Wars players, get ready for that. Alex has done a great job, by the way, curating the Discord. We have so many players on there, so many more than we thought we would get. Get on there. It's a great way to meet new people. It's a great way to find like-minded players and join teams or armadas or factions or guilds or syndicates or raid teams. If you're new and you want to talk strategy, that's great. I've learned a lot even just looking at the Discord, which is fantastic. Yeah, Alex has done just a great job. So hop on there if you haven't already. Definitely check that out. And Alex has got another way for you to win some FP. This is beyond the trivia we're going to do later on. So that's pretty cool. I think we've talked enough about raid games, so let's talk more about raid games. Just a quick shout out to the Viking Clan and Pirate Clan winners. So congratulations for Viking Clan. The winner there was the green team, which I know Sean on our end doesn't like. He's not a green team guy. And then Pirate Clan, we just had a winner, and the winner was the red team. The red team in absolute dominating fashion, I think. Let me just check. Let me just check real quick here. Do 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 do. Oh, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. Here we go. Raids. No, I don't want to switch teams. I want to show. Yeah, red got to the final checkpoint before the second place team even got to the third to last checkpoint. So well done, red team. You definitely earned your prizes, and keep that in mind. You're going to be able to get some cool items, achievements, and bragging rights and vanity items from that. Today's a big day also. Aside from raid games coming up for Zombie Slayer this week and Mob Wars LCN next week, is we've got the new Battle Pass. So a new season of rewards and challenges await Mob Wars, Pirate Clan, and Viking Clan players. Battle Pass has gone exceedingly well, and just a quick props to our development team and our live ops team that have just done an incredible job. I love all the artwork involved. Our artists, of course, do an amazing job there. Players have also done a great job embracing it, but also telling us what they do and what they don't like. We've made some changes since the first season. I can't believe we're already on season 6, but 5 seasons ago, it was brand new. We've never done anything like this before. We know other games have done this to pretty big success, and we're just pleased that players have embraced it, offered their feedback and suggestions and things like that. Some blow through the battle pass very quickly, and we are aware of that, Jim. So hopefully, one day we can extend it, maybe, or make it harder, or have a double tier. Who knows? But we won't really know what you want unless you write it and tell us. So definitely send us in a ticket or comment on the Facebook chat there, and let us know what you want to see. We can talk a little bit more about that in the Q&A, which will follow all the announcements coming out. So that's really cool. Okay, Battle Royale. Let's move on. We got so much stuff going on. Battle Royale. We've heard your feedback regarding practice mode. Practice mode was not the most popular, to be honest, so we have changed it to the Stamina Slugfest this week. The variation of this Battle Royale feature is simple. The more stamina you wager, the more experience you will receive. Players can earn achievements for the Stamina Slugfest. I know everybody loves achievements. I do. Only one Battle Royale mode will be available at a time. Maybe down the road we might let players pick and choose, but honestly, it's such a resource intensive feature for us. It's one of the few features going on that's 24/7, and it's the only one that's in real time in that way, that it takes a lot for our system to handle, and we have a lot of players playing it. So that might be a pipe dream of mine. But in the meantime, one is available, and if you don't like the Battle Royale mode that's currently on, let us know, and there's a good chance that we will change it down the road. We like to shake things up. This mode went live Monday, July 12th. So if you haven't tried it out, give it a try and let us know what you think. So there we go. That is Battle Royale. Let's keep rolling. Zombie Slayers, you have a sale coming up. You have a sale coming up in less than 24 hours. In fact, it's about how many? Like 21 hours. So the Zombie Slay Independence Day sale is coming tomorrow. So that's Thursday, July 22nd at 9 a.m. PDT to July 24th, 9 a.m. PDT. You're going to get some great deals on some FP. The more FP you buy, the more bonus items you'll get. There'll be some packages in there where the ability to get 1, 2, or a full set of bonus items is going to be available to you. It's a great deal. If you've been saving up, now is the time to make the splurge. The items in question, we've got a patriotic M1, a patriotic helmet, and a patriotic battle tank to help you take others down. Don't get behind. Make sure you invest in the Independence Day sale. That's so exciting. I don't know why I said that like that. Turned into Shatner for a little bit there. Jim says the 4th of July, a little late. Jim, yeah, it's true. The way, I wouldn't say we're late though. The way we do it is we like to stagger the sales depending on the games. So yeah, Zombie Slayer just happens to be after Independence Day, but a nice midsummer treat, if I say so myself. Take advantage of the sale. If you have questions about the sale, you know who to contact. Please let Player Success know if you're having issues purchasing, or maybe you purchased it and you think you didn't get your items, or you just want to say, hey, this was a great sale. I'd like to see more. Then yeah, let us know. That'd be great. We'll make sure that we fix that for you right away. All right, we got some other stuff going on. We got some new stuff come in. We've got Viking Clan Guild quests also starting tomorrow, July 22nd at 9 a.m. We've added some quest achievements. I don't know if some of you noticed, but we did release it to all games. The Viking Clan achievement based on the guild quests will pay out on Monday. So you won't be able to get them until after the event is over. But I know players love achievements. Our team's done a really good job adding them in there. And we're getting some good feedback about the quests. If you like the quests, if you don't like the quests, if you'd like to see them improved, let us know. That's how we make changes around here. We've got new Battle Royale winner items across all 4 games. We've got the legendary skeleton crates coming for all games starting Friday, July 23rd. I keep thinking today's Thursday, but today is Wednesday. So it's not tomorrow, but that is Friday. We've got Mob Wars LCN Syndicate War on July 23rd. Make sure you are signed up. If you've been inactive for a while, you may not get auto-enrolled. So leaders of the syndicates, make sure all your members are signed up. You don't want to go into Syndicate Wars without full strength. We've got Pirate Clan Armada War also coming July 23rd, but starting a little later on in the day at 4 p.m. PDT to July 26th at 4 p.m. PDT. So almost the same time there. Pirate Clan leaders, also you want to make sure that your pirates are signed up. You don't want to go into Armada Wars at not full strength. I mentioned the quest achievements. Thank you, Mitch, for the reminder. And Discord has fully launched. If you guys haven't hopped in, players haven't hopped into Discord, come on in, have a look. We've been doing some live chat during the admin blitzes with Pirate Clan and Zombie Slayer, and it's been a lot of fun. I don't get to chat directly with players so often, and we've just had a great time. We've switched it so the servers 1 and 2 are on the same time now. So there'll be Tuesdays at 3 p.m. PDT for 30 minutes. Come in, bash the Kano folk, trash talk, and come chat with me and Moen sometimes in Discord. And we'll maybe do a different schedule or a different rotation in terms of how many players we chat with, because we can't chat with like 100 people, but we want to select maybe a handful of players and just chat about them, learn about them, see how they're doing, what they like about the game, what they don't like. But we've been having a lot of fun. Thanks, Rick. I will keep it up. That's awesome. Thank you. Good feedback. All right, everybody. Whew, we went through a lot of content there. So we have the summer raid games for Zombie Slayer and LCN. Do not forget Zombie Slayers. Sign up now. We got your raid games and the sale coming. LCN, your raid games and sale is coming next week. So that is very exciting. I'm going to be gone next week. I'm going kayak camping. My fiance is going to make sure I stay safe in the wilderness there, but we're going to be kayaking to various camping spots in the Pacific Northwest. I'm really excited about it, but I won't be here. Luckily, Moen and Ben will be here in case you have any problems, but there won't be any problems. The only problem is you'll be having too much fun battling down the raids and trying to get the top spot for your team color. We talked about the summer raid games for Viking Clan and Pirate Clan winners. The Pirate Clan was red team, Viking Clan was green team. Congratulations to both teams. We talked about the new Battle Pass season. We talked about the new Battle Royale, the Stamina Slugfest. Whew, we talked about the Zombie Slayer Independence Day sale. We talked about the new achievements for faction quests, or syndicate quests, or guild quests, or armada quests, depending on what game you play. We had new crates. We've got the syndicate and armada wars, and we talked about Discord. Whew! Every time I go into a live stream, players, I'm thinking maybe we don't have that much to talk about. And we end up having to talk about so many things, and we haven't even got to the good stuff yet. We haven't even got to the trivia or the Q&A. Jim says, Moen running the show. Now we're all in trouble. You said it. I don't know what I was thinking. But Moen has been around the block a few times when it comes to the Kano game, so I trust him implicitly. Terry says the Pacific Northwest rules. I agree. It is a wonderful, wonderful place. Alice says, stay away from the fires. I will do my best. We've got the trivia coming up now. Okay, so let's talk about trivia before we get to the first question. Alex, don't show the first question yet. So again, I'm going to say the question. Answer, you have to answer in Facebook. If you're not watching on Facebook, we haven't worked out how you're going to answer the trivia questions yet. But you want to type it out. Players can only win once. So as soon as you know the answer, type it in. You don't know, maybe you doesn't look like you were first, but on our feed, you might have been first. So keep that in mind. For for answers, we'll try and be a little lenient. Like I'm not going to really punish anyone for like one word or like one letter misspelt. But some answers are better than others if you want to look at it that way. Laurie asked what happened to Sean. Sean is still around. He's at Kano, just in a different role. Yep, Trish already knows this. Jeez, there you go. Nice. He's the main coffee grabber now. No, I don't think he is. That'd be nice though. I could use a coffee. So that is how the trivia works. Moen is going to pick the winners, and then we will reach out to you on Facebook. So make sure you keep an eye on your Facebook page. If we don't hear from you, we're not able to give you the 50 FP. Sean is, or sorry, not Sean. Alex is also going to give out a bonus 200 FP to anyone who, well, I shouldn't say anyone, to someone who likes, comments, or shares. He's going to pick one winner from doing all that. So make sure you do all that. You'd be surprised how many players don't do that. I think, don't you want 200 FP? 200 FP is quite a lot. So here we go. Trivia question number one. Alex, load her up. Here we go. I'm going to take a sip of tea while that's loading. My tea has gone cold. And no, the first trivia question is not what kind of tea it is. Players, name either of the calendar challenges currently available in Zombie Slayer. Name either of the calendar challenges currently available in Zombie Slayer. You can answer one or the other. Well, we've already got some answers here. Holy moly. I swear some of you already know the answers. Oh, I don't know if that's the right answer though. Got to be specific, players. You got to say exactly what it's called. Everyone's rushing over to Zombie Slayer. There we go. Okay. I think we have some answers. Okay, the answers are, Alex, if you could be so kind. The answer was either the Sizzlin' Summer calendar or the Summer Games calendar. Either one would be acceptable. So there we go. I know we saw quite a few answers there, and I'm sure there will be a winner. Moen, if you could pick out a winner there, that would be great. All right, fantastic. Question number two. Let's see what the second trivia question is. I know what it is, but I want you all to see it first while I sing. Okay, question number two. What is the 8th location in Mob Wars, LCN? What is the 8th location? There might be some Olympics going on there right now. Hint, hint. There we go. Boom. We got the right answer. Nice. Jim and Laura, you were very quick. Photo finish there. Lori, also very quick. So the answer is Tokyo. Tokyo is the 8th location in Mob Wars. Someone who said Tokyo is going to win 50 FP. Jim, I don't think we let players know real time who won, just because sometimes we have to sort the feed out and we don't want to say someone won when they accidentally didn't win. Gary says Disneyland. That would be a fun location. Probably run into some copyright issues there. Oh, number three. Alex, number three. Here we go. What team won the Pirate Clan raid games? What team won the Pirate Clan raid games? I think I'm seeing the right answer. It's like you're all paying attention or something. That's fantastic. The winner slash answer is red. The red team won. I know Sean was really happy about that because he was tired of seeing the green teams win. Matt said green, which is not a bad guess because green team apparently wins everything, but not this time. The red team has won in Pirate Clan. The green team won Viking Clan. Number four. Alex, please bring up trivia question number 4. Here we go. Players, I want you all to have a nice time. but also I want you to name a current Kano employee not named Henry, Moen, or Ben. Just name a current, first name's fine. Name a current Kano employee not named Henry, Moen, or Ben. You can name a founder too. Anyone who is currently under the Kano employee. Oh, how did I know that would be the answer? Sean, I hope you're watching this because, and Alex, you got to throw out there too. But players always know Sean in their hearts. They know him, they miss him. The answer is yeah, Sean. Sean is one of the acceptable answers. We could have also gone with Brent or Mitch or Tim or Eric or Amaris or Magda or who else? Tim. There's a couple of Tims. There's a bunch of Kano employees. Griffin. The answers are endless. Well, they're not endless. We have a limited amount of employees. But Sean will be an acceptable answer, and I'm pretty sure we had a bunch of people say that. So I hope, Sean, if you're watching, know that how appreciated you are. Chester is an honorary employee. We do have quite a few pets. We have a pet channel that everyone kind of shows off their cute, adorable puppies and kitties. Or birds. Birds are also good pets there. All right, number 5. Here we go. I don't know how this ended up in the trivia. Maybe it's just because I'm a glutton for self-punishment, but as an England fan, this hurts. But which country recently won the Euro Cup? Which country recently won the Euro Cup? And that's soccer, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. It was in penalty kicks. Very sad, but Italy was pretty good, so they probably deserve to win. But it is very sad. There we go. Yes, the answer is Italy. Did I just spoil it? Did I just say Italy was really good? Nice work, Henry. Yes, Italy is the right answer. I think thankfully someone said who won before I even mentioned the word there, but Italy is the correct answer. That is the end of trivia. Remember, players, to like, comment, and share. If you do, you'll be entered in a draw to win 200 FP, which is really cool. Yeah, Terry, you really like Italy. That's great. I wish I didn't. I wish they weren't as good at soccer as they are. So, players, that's the end of the official part of the live stream. Now, what we do is a Q&A session, and this is a pretty informal Q&A. So, I will read some comments. Susan says comment. That's great. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback about the game, now is a really good time to ask me. Sometimes it's easier to explain things verbally as opposed to written out. And I hope that I can shed some light or get some feedback from you on recent features or even on the live stream if you'd like to see improvements there. You can't say we want a new host because that's too bad. You're stuck with me. But aside from that, let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to give a shout out and say hi. Let's do that right now. We've got about 10 or 15 minutes, or we'll just kind of keep going until we run out of questions to talk about. Okay. Laurie says, please let us blacklist more than one player. We do get this question quite a bit. So we are a conflict and a fighting game. Our concern was we'd received so much feedback over the years about being, players being sat on by one player, just being hit nonstop. And so we wanted a reprieve from that. But we also recognize that it's a fighting game. So the compromise was blacklist one player, do it for a week, and then have a cooldown for a week. So we felt that compromise was pretty fair for both sides. That being said, Blacklist is we knew it was going to be a sort of a hot topic feature that got a lot of attention. We are watching it very carefully. We're seeing how many people are being blacklisted, when they're being blacklisted, for how long, et cetera, et cetera. So we may, I don't know if we're going to increase the targets, to be honest. We're talking about it, but there's no official word or anything like that. So don't write in being like, I can't believe you're going to increase the amount of blacklist targets. I haven't said anything like that. It's not on the table right now. If we feel it will help the game grow, we may adjust the blacklist. We may make it more powerful. We may make it less powerful. I don't know. But for now, blacklist kind of stays as it is. But that is a really good question slash feedback concern. Thank you, Laurie. Kate asks, Syndicate Wars, can it be more leveled? That's a tough one, Kate. I think Syndicate Wars does need some tinkering in that regard. I know a lot of C syndicates are like, why am I fighting A syndicates? TBD on that one. Your concerns have been noted. I will let you know. But that's a good point. I know exactly what you're talking about. Al says, if I send you 2,000 quad fake cash, can I get more blacklisted? No, you can't, Al. As an admin, I have all the power and can give myself fake cash. So no, I'm afraid that's not how it works. Kano can make war with 10 FP each. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Lola says increase gifts sent to 100 at one time instead of 50. Lola, I think you're onto something. We do get a lot of players asking for this. I'm not sure why we limited it in the past. Maybe like a load issue or something like that, performance. I'm not sure, but that's a good point. Moen, if you could make a note of that for future discussion, that would be great. Tommy says we want more blacklist. Thank you, Tommy. I have addressed that. So I'll move on, but that's a good suggestion. Thank you. Lola, also let us send gifts automatically when we collect income. Lola, you may want to send a ticket on that. I'll need more. I want more information or, yeah, more elaboration on that. I think that'd be cool. Karen asks, are PvP fights totally based on skill strength, or is there a random component built in? Both. So generally, we'll be looking at the fight strength, which is a combination of your armed inventory, your personal skills, any boosts you're using, and we do add a random small modifier in there. It shouldn't overtake like all the stats, but if players are really close in stats and there's no other factors at play, the modifier will influence the fights a little bit. Little bit. There we go. Good question though. Okay, let me see here. Syndicate War achievements. Good idea, Al. We've got on the achievement train with faction quests, so maybe we'll add it for Syndicate Wars. Who knows? Oh, Lola, increase the character limit in chat. Yeah, chat is pretty limited in that capacity. I think it's one of the reasons why we've added Discord is so players can kind of get in there more like that, without as many restrictions. Chat is pretty fickle. I know what you mean. I don't know if we can make that change right now, but I think that's a good idea. Jara says, "Give me the 200 FP. If you'd like, comment and share, you might. I don't know." Um, Lou says a player is claiming it made a deal with Kano to profit from people playing for Blacklist. Just an FYI. Lou, players say a lot of things. I would take what they say with a grain of salt. We don't make deals with players for that purpose. I'm not sure what they mean. We'll take feedback into consideration and we'll make a change if we feel that it is better for the growth of the game. But anytime a player says they made a deal or they know someone at Kano or they're friends with us, I wouldn't really pay too much attention to. They're likely just trying to get under your skin. That being said, players can claim whatever they want in world chat or other chat as long as they're not violating the rules. So I just wouldn't believe players necessarily when they say things like that. You can always ask us, and we'll try our best to let you know what's going on. Lisa says, "Can we get different times for Battle Arena?" I was talking with my friend, the Ancient Pirate. Yeah, for our European players, I think that's fair. It's not. I mean, I think the start time is like 3 a.m., so we may want to adjust that. Lisa, thank you. I think it would really help our overseas players in different time zones. So that is definitely up for discussion. Thank you. Terry says the admins need to be worth more for admin blitz. Noted, Terry. We wanted to be cheap enough so players won't have a hard time to list us, but then we also want to be valuable enough targets. So I think there's a gray area, a fine line there that we can find. James says quests are not balanced. Hard quests, for example, 15,000 stamina to do 15,000 fights, but 400,000 stamina needed to do the bosses. That's true, James. Not all quests will be equal. Our system isn't necessarily smart enough to differentiate between that. We try and not have repeating quests because I know players don't like that either. But some quests are just going to be harder than others, depending on like your build, but also your teammates' builds and things like that. It's really hard to sort of customize quests per syndicate or per guild or per faction or per armada, but we're always trying to tinker with them. So I think that's good feedback. Thank you. Harold says, "Never need better loot on Battle Royale." Duly noted. Thank you, Harold. Tommy says when the battle pass is finished, I think this is a good suggestion. We want to see a picture of the 3 gifts we received. Yeah, Tommy, I think a pop-up for the items would be really good. If you're ever uncertain, just write in a ticket and we'll be happy to confirm that you got the items. Actually, every time a player has written in about that, I can confirm that they did receive the items. They just don't know what they're called. I think almost all the battle pass items um, have the name Battle Pass in them. So if you're looking for your inventory, it'll have Battle Pass on there for the most part. Mike says lower FP for hired guns. I don't think we have any plans to lower the FP cost for hired guns, Mike, just because they're hired guns or hired mobsters are pretty much the best bang for your buck or one of them, and we want the cost to reflect that. So I don't think we'll change that. Elaine asks, "Can we have battle royale stats?" That's a great idea. Yes, I think are planning to add that on down the road. I would love to see admin blitz stats added as well. Maybe like admins listed or admins killed. I think would be really cool. So Elaine, that is a really good suggestion. Thank you. Jira says boomers don't like Discord. Well, I'm not sure if I agree with that, Jira. It might be a new thing that they're not used to, but a lot of our players, especially ones that we asked to test it early, weren't familiar with Discord, and after a little looking around, they seem to really enjoy it. So I don't know if I agree with that. Kate asks, "Do you sew?" No. So the sewing machine always gets a lot of attention on the live streams. That's my fiance's. I can't sew to save my life, but it does feature prominently in the background there. I dressed it up one time. Maybe we'll do it again soon. We should have a contest to name it. Um, Al says, Henry, if you've been around for a while, do you dye your hair now? No. What guy would dye their hair red? I don't think I've ever seen a guy say, I'd like to dye my hair ginger. No, that is not the case. I'm getting some white hairs in my beard though. I was very sorry to see. I'm like Brent. Brent and I are fellow chin white hair beard fellas down here. Brent's going, shut up, Henry. Um, let's see here. Laura, that's a really good suggestion. So Laura says, can there be no mob check during Blitz so you can attack everyone without demobbing? So we did add skirmish mode, and I think we can add on something like that because I know players like a global skirmish. I think that's a really cool idea. It may take some legwork. Our system isn't always smart enough to differentiate when the rules are going on and then differentiate them from when Blitz is going on. That would take quite a lot of legwork, I think, on the dev end. But maybe we'll see. I think it's a cool idea. Let me see here. Liza says my 2-year-old just drank my coffee because I was watching this chat. Oh no, Liza, I'm so sorry. She's going to be bouncing off the walls, or he might be bouncing off the walls. I'm so sorry about that. I'm happy that you're paying attention and that I warrant your attention there, but not so that they can drink your coffee. I'm sorry about that. Elaine says we should have a reward for completing all the battle pass challenges. I mean, you kind of do, Elaine, right? You get the end reward there, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can add down there. Jira says blacklist stats and achievements. I don't know if that's on the table. I don't know if that's on the table. We'll see. I don't think so. Pavy says admin blitz also for European players. Yes, Pavy, I'm sorry about that. I know what you mean. We did try the admin blitz a little bit early on, but that still would have, I think in Finland, I think that would have been like 10 p.m. So that's pretty late. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we want to add an admin blitz Tuesday mornings at like 9 our time, which would be sort of evening your time. I think that's fair. So we'll see about that for the next, maybe in the next quarter. Tom says, oh, beg my pardon. I'm so sorry, players. Tom asks, why not be able to adjust quest challenges per syndicate when you can rank syndicates into syndicate wars? Yeah, Tom, that's probably not going to happen. Players leave syndicates all the time, so there'd be a combination of some players abusing that versus some players saying that's not fair. The syndicate quests were really easy and then they got hard. I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that, Tom, to be honest. They're meant to be tackled by full dedicated syndicates. I don't see us customizing them based on size or power of syndicate. I'm sorry about that, but that's probably not gonna happen. Lisa says it's very nice. Thank you, Lisa. What's very nice? George says thank you for enhancing the Royale battle. Thank you, George. I'm glad you like it. Thanks. That would be a cool feature for blitzing. I agree, Laura. Thank you. That's a really cool idea. Thank you for sharing, Richard and Alicia. Great to see you in here. Thank you. Pavy, thanks. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, by the way. Elaine says 8 hours later than BC in Europe. Yep, it's quite a time difference for sure. Kate says, "Oh, why does like help jobs, challenges, bonus, send gifts all have the same clock?" Kate, let me know what you mean. Elaborate there. Oh, Lisa, your hair color. That's so kind. Thank you so much. George, can you change the ordinary free gifts? Gifting does need some work. I don't think we have that on the table just at the moment, but I know gifting is really important to players, especially because, we do it every day and there's a lot of sort of challenges or quests around that. So I think I can't give a definitive answer on that, but I know what you mean. Liza says, can you raise the clan syndicate member count? Now, that is a cool idea. We haven't done that for quite some time. I think we increased FAMIA from 20 to 25 to kind of match the syndicate number. Maybe we do increase syndicate member count from 25 to 30. That would have a lot of wide ramifications in terms of balancing, in terms of the quests and things like that. Since the game is growing, though, maybe it makes sense to do that. If you want to see that happen, I would recommend you send in a ticket, Liza. It's always good that we have feedback in that, like tickets, and recommend if other players, your friends, want to see your syndicate, numbers increase. Please, please, please let us know. The more people that write in about stuff, the more likely we will change something. We haven't talked about that, but it kind of makes I have to be honest, I'm totally stumped. I think it'd be really cool. I know a lot of syndicates are pretty full, which is great. That's what we want. Maybe we do up it to 30. I'm not sure. But let us know. I think it'd be really cool. Kate says like someone 24. Oh, another start at 2 a.m. Yeah, I know what you mean, Kate. Part of the problem, so Mitch, many of you know, Mitch has been with Kano for a long time, and he does an incredible job basically balancing the start time and end times of a lot of our features. And doing this for 4 games is a massive task. Beyond that, you've got the regular features, and then you've got blitzes, and we got admin blitzes, and raids, and sales, and blitz week, and all this stuff. And basically, what we try and do is stagger the times. We want to make the times make sense. So I think there's a very specific reason why some are on a 24-hour clock and some start at a specific time. It's basically it's like this big game of Tetris where they try not to jumble over each other. So the answer is I'm not really sure, but I do know it largely has to do with the fact that we don't want to overwhelm players with actions all the time versus some features are limited in time, so we have to start them at specific times. It'd be nice if everything kind of started at the same time, but that's just kind of not how it goes. Jimmy says Blacklist has no place in a fighting game. Okay, I appreciate your feedback, Jimmy. I would disagree only because we've made the Blacklist not insanely powerful in that you can only do one and it's only for a week. So I know what you mean though. I do appreciate you letting me know. Gary says 30 way too much. Okay, Gary, we will keep that in mind as well. Liza says like raise the member count as some kind of achievement in this match. Ooh, that would be cool. So if a Armada does really well on the quests or they've been around maybe for 4 or 5 years or something like that. That's a long time, maybe a year or two. Maybe we increase the member count. Oh, that's intriguing. Thank you, Liza. I think that's a really cool idea. I'm going to like that comment. Lisa says we do need better battle drops. I agree, Lisa. I hear what you're saying. The challenge there is our games have been going on for I've mentioned before, a really long time. So all of them a decade plus. When that happens, we have to ensure what's called power creep. We have to make sure that things don't get out of hand. But we also want players' rewards to be meaningful. So it's a really, really fine line between, making rewards really worthwhile, but not making them so powerful that everything just kind of spans out of control and the economy goes crazy. So that's why sometimes you'll see items or things are nerfed. Sometimes that's why you'll see some items or features buffed. It's because we have to kind of keep that consistent growth of player count, strength, and things like that. That being said, like it's no fun if like a feature just gives you stuff that you're never ever going to use. So yeah, I hear what you mean. Karen says, please no, not raise syndicate numbers. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Madge says ships. Well, I like ships too, Madge. What do you mean by that? Can you release the quest results to everyone, not just the officers? Trudy, that is an interesting idea. I think the reasoning behind that was we wanted leaders to know to sort of, I guess, give them an idea about which members were and weren't contributing, if they wanted to boot someone in case they weren't pulling their weight. There might be too much peer pressure if everyone knows what everyone is doing. Not sure about that one. Not sure about that one. Players, let me know what you think. With that, I think there might be something there, but I'm not really sure. Bart says I farted in this chat. Everyone hold your breath so Henry can read the question. Thanks, Bart. George says we need more clarification in the workshops and how to connect the items to get better pieces. Sorry about that, George. Blacksmithing, crafting, etc. It's just not a feature that got a lot of attention. We're probably not going to be updating it anytime soon. So sorry about that, but we've got our attention elsewhere right now. Laura says if syndicate members increase, let's increase FAMIA spots. We may also do that. We'll see. Liza says, I love the blacklist. I don't need it yet, though. Liza, that's really good to know. Thank you so much. Andrea says we need Mafia Wars back. Well, Andreas, Mafia Wars is dead for a reason. They're not coming back. We're here. So we're glad that you are playing our game, but Mafia Wars isn't coming back. At least not that I know of. It could. I have no idea, but they're not us, and we are still here. So Abe says make top 30 players not able to take the blacklist. Blacklist is supposed to be for the week. 20,000 players plus have already have no fight less than strong enough. Make this a fighting game. So maybe you might have something there. We don't offer protection, I think, to the top 30 players, and so maybe we'll do that with the blacklist. Can't say for sure. I'm not sure if I agree or not. I understand what you mean. Tough one. Tough one. I can't really give a definitive answer either way. I know some players would really like that. Some players wouldn't like that. We want our high level players to have fight targets, and that's frustrating if there's not as many options because of the blacklist. Tough one. I think that's going to warrant more discussion. Laura says, can you open up crafting so it's not based on level? Right now, you have to be in that boss city to craft those boss drops. By that time, you don't need that loot. I think I know what you mean, Laura. I think it speaks to my further comment where crafting is just not something we're super focused on at the moment. Down the road, who knows? But your comment has been noted. I think that's a good one. Thank you. I like Laura's idea. I like Laura's idea too. Laura's got some smart ideas today. Madge says can't craft any ships that are any use to us. I think that I know what you mean, Madge. I think that speaks to the crafting comment again for sure. Okay, here we go. Can we please boot sitters on raids? I get this every live stream. The reason we're not going to have that is because it's too many. I think it opens up too many options for abuse, meaning some leaders of raids will basically look for any kind of inactive players, even though the players may have already done some actions to boot them to increase the chances of them getting loot, and we'd get a lot of angry players. I do know what you mean. I don't like campers on raids either. The best thing to do is just share your raids with your guild or faction or armada or syndicate members or just your friends. Don't post it in world chat or in public channels if you're concerned about people not pulling their weight. So we won't be doing that. We want to incentivize behavior we want to see rather than punish behavior we don't want to see in that regard. So we will not be adding booting campers on raids anytime soon. Make sure you share with only your friends. I'll tell you a really good place to share would be on Discord. Because Discord's a really good place to make friends and find like-minded players in terms of dedication or skill level or whatever schedules. That's the best way to do it. Lori says, I like opening the quest to all. So we can, sorry, let me try again. To all to see so we know to stop on a quest to give us a chance to do something. Laura, that's a good idea. I think we want to encourage groups, I'll just say groups, syndicates, armadas, factions, etc. We want them to coordinate and cooperate. So either on Discord or on some kind of chat program. I know what you mean. Typically, though, it's going to be pretty hard for players to do medium and hard quests without the help of everybody. But they may miss out on the easy quests. I get that. So we'll consider that for sure. Laura says, as an officer, I like seeing quest players details like Syndicate Wars. Not sure if all players need to see it, but it wouldn't bother me. Okay, good to know, Laura. Thank you. Some really, really good comments and feedback here, everybody. Thank you. We've got more live viewers than we did like half an hour ago, so this is awesome. Keep it coming. I'll keep answering questions. I think until I basically pass out. Gary, I lost 32,000 battle strength by crafting. That can happen. Gary, I'm sorry about that. Send us in a ticket. We'll see what we can do. We want to make sure that that's working properly. Great questions and comments, everyone. I agree. Jimmy says, add great loot to Syndicate Wars. That sounds good to me. Syndicate Wars does need some tinkering. Kate, okay, thanks. Thank you, Kate. Very good suggestion. Liza says, why do people even do that? What do you mean, Liza? All right. So, everyone, I think that looks to be the end of the comments and the questions. If you have any other questions, comments, feedback, now is the time. Otherwise, we are going to wrap it up pretty soon. No Chester sighting today. Let me see if I can. Let me see him if he's around. Chester, do you want to come say hi to the players? Chester. Nope. As usual, he is nowhere to be found when I want/need him. Oh boy. Madge, can you sort out your chat rooms with Facebook? Oh, I'm sorry about that, Madge. That was a Facebook change, not ours. We do encourage you to chat either in the chat panel or on Discord, because I don't think that's coming back to the way it was. Liza, this is a really good question. You guys are on fire with questions. Can you add a search option in the FAMIA IC page? It sucks having to scroll all the way down. One of our goals is that we're going to try and make the game just easier to play, and I think that really includes just finding players more easily. With admins, myself, employees, it's easy to find players on the back end, but players don't have that option. And I've tried logging in as a player and searching for players or syndicates, and it's annoying for sure. It's not easy. So that is a big project. I think down the road, it's not on the table just quite yet, but I do hope that we can add that in later on down the road for sure. Al says, appreciate you guys doing the live stream. Al, I appreciate you. You're such a positive, fun attitude, and we're going to keep doing the live streams as long as players tune in. And I think this might be the most players we've ever had tune in. So this is fantastic. I think down the road, the goal is to stream the live stream in the news feed and on Discord. So basically, we want to make it real easy for players to find the live stream. So as long as you keep showing up and you guys don't mind me chatting the way I do, we're going to keep doing them. The game is growing. We're growing as a company. Seemed like a natural progression. I know we're moving offices, which is really exciting because I think that means we'll have a dedicated live stream office, which would be incredible. You ask Alex how much of a pain it is, and he's done an incredible job. But Alex is like 4 provinces away from me, and he manages to set this all up. Imagine if we just had like a dedicated system. Oh, I know Alex is just clapping right now. Like, yes, that would be amazing. So thank you, Al. I think it'll get even better. Kate says Discord. Where is that? So Kate, if you go into the game at the top on next to like leaderboard and blog, there's a Discord link there. Alex, could you post a Discord link in the chat for Kate to see, and she can come join the rest of the players? That would be great. Liza says this is my first stream, but I'm still new. Please add a road rage vehicle to the crates. Not sure if that was seasonal though. It might have been, Liza. That's a cool idea. We do add new items in pretty frequently, so I'll see what I can do. Gary says, "Hey, great job as always. Thank you for everything you do." Gary, thank you. I think you've appeared. I think you've been in most of the live streams now. At least I think you were on the last one. And thank you. Really good suggestions and comments. Thank you. Darlene says, "Why is only Pirate Clan limited with our stamina?" It's a good question, Darlene. Viking Clan and Pirate Clan are slightly different. There are different rules surrounding them. A lot of them were based on a game that was made like a decade ago, so some of the sort of the minutia might be outdated. I can't really give you a straight answer at the moment. Send in a ticket though. I'll see what I can dig around and find out. All teams with perfect gamer point week should be number one. Not who's the fastest. It's very hard to have 25 players do their GP per week. Elena, I know what you mean. Our leaderboards, there's, I don't know what other way there would be to do it. Do we do it alphabetically? Do we do it just everyone is tied for first? We may have to look into that. I know the leaderboards are not perfect in that regard, but that's a good idea. Thank you. Tom says, give syndicate leaders the ability to remove syndicate members from syndicate wars when we are notified that they cannot participate. Tom, I think that's a really good suggestion. I think that would be actually, yeah, Moen, if you can make a note of that one, we may want to add that in for discussion for sure. Tom, that way, yeah, it would just be way easier to find out who is in and who isn't without maybe asking them or something like that. Really good idea. So I think it was Kate that was asking about, yeah, Kate. So the Discord link Alex has posted there. Please do come join the community Discord server. We've got lots of players in there. Alex is chatting in there pretty frequently. Moen and Ben and I are in there too. So there we go. Laura says my first live stream too. Laura, welcome and thank you so much. You had some really good questions today. That was awesome. And again, for all of you at the live stream, we still got a large number of players here. If you're new or just tuning in, make sure you like, comment, and share this live stream. You will enter a chance to win 200 FP. And it's not a random draw either. We will usually pick players that were, maybe had a funny comment or were really active in chat. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be a random draw. We're going to be like, oh, well, this player, we think, they did a great question or what have you. So yeah, the more active you are, the more likely I think you are to get that 200 FP prize. Tia says a tutorial for Discord is in the in-game newsfeed. Tia, that's so thank you for helping out Kate. That is true, and that is great. Matt asks, how about a 3-tier battle pass? Now you're talking, Matt. Oh boy, I can see all the ops people just rubbing their hands. That's a really cool idea. I know some players complete the battle pass very quickly, and they would like to see more tiers on there. I know a lot of our top players, top hunters really would like that. We'll see what we can do. That may be possible. Thank you for noting that, Moen. Jerry says first live stream. Welcome, Jerry. Thank you. I'm so glad that you joined, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Nick, hello, guys. Hello. Al should Al says I should get 200 FP because I am cute. Well, I don't know if we factor in cuteness into the draw, Al, but if you like, comment, and share, you will be entered into the prize or entered in the ability to win the 200 FP. Tom says need background music. I think that's a cool idea, Tom. We may tricky thing with music is that it's so susceptible to like content strikes and things like that, but I'm sure we can get some kind of stock music. Maybe I can hum a tune during. No, I won't do that. But I think that's good feedback. Alex, if you want to make a note of that, maybe we can add some light background music at the end. I think it'd be cool. Jared says increase hired guns number by 500. That's another good point. So anything with increasing the size of things like Syndicate Wars or sorry, Syndicate size or the hired mobsters slash pirates slash Vikings, etc. Would be a big gameplay balance change. That's the thing. It's not like a quality of life. It's like a structural change to how the game works. So if we do that, it's going to be a big deal. And I can't say that we're working on that right now, but I think that's a cool idea. Trudy says, "How about having a super sale for favor points, like a random 5-minute sale, day or night?" That's kind of cool, Trudy. We've been looking into doing sort of more fluid, dynamic sales like that. I can't say what we're working on, but there's something like that in the mix. Thank you. Harold says you're not that cute, Al. Lol. Well, we'll see. I guess it depends on who you ask. George says, "In my humble opinion," George, that's awesome. That's funny. I love that. Good one, George. All right, let's end it there, players. We've almost been going for an hour. This has just been such an incredible live stream. I think one of our best ones yet. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. My name is Henry Ski, Player Success Lead. Big thanks to Moen and Alex for work behind the curtain. Big thanks to Mitch and Callum for having a look at all our notes to make sure that the information was correct. But of course, our biggest thank you is to you, the players. Thank you for joining me here today. Thank you all for playing our games. Without you, I wouldn't be here literally, I don't know what I'd be doing with myself, but I love my job largely because I get to interact with awesome, awesome customers and players like yourselves. So, if you have any questions or I didn't get to your comment, please do write in a ticket. Darlene, thank you. I'm really glad you joined. I hope to see you next time. But yeah, if I didn't get to your point or you're a little concerned about something or maybe confused, please do submit a ticket. Make sure to check out the FAQ as well. We've got lots of updated entries there. We're trying to update it more often, but there we go. We can add the FAQ there. And thank you all so much. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Frederick, Madge, Nick, Lisa, Katie, Judy. Judy, that's your first one too. Awesome. We have so many new players in the live stream. Thank you all so much. Bart, beer time. I hear you. Definitely. Lori, great to see you. Good questions, by the way. Thank you again for joining in. Kate, you as well. Cheryl says smile. Okay. I'm ear to ear. I'm really happy with how today went. I'm so glad that so many of you joined in. Patricia, thank you for joining. Thank you, Paul. So many great players and questions today. I'm just thrilled. So thank you again. And this will be posted in case you missed it or want to watch it again. And we'll see you out there. Thanks very much, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.